Hartbeespoort, a 100-year-old tourist destination. It is home to one of the 3 largest dams in the country. The establishment is one of the key economic drivers in the Madibel local municipality. It has a variety of attractions to tourists. Water, animals, and the aerial cableway are some of the joyous experiences for visitors.
We decided this year to celebrate the festivities, locally, and we're doing all of the parks in and around the area.
I'm happy to be on the water. At least I had to have a break from school because school was too much for me.
Oh, and it was quite a hectic year, right?
Yeah, of coronavirus.
It's my first time here. My husband has been here before. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. It's a nice place.
Like many establishments, Harties was also not spared by the coronavirus pandemic.
Last year we never experienced tourists, but I think this year is going to be much better because we can see we are on level 1 and it seems like it's going to be much better. It's interesting. People, they normally come here to Harties. More our specialty around here, the dam, when they're coming to see water, environment closer there, animals. Then there's a lot of activities around Harties.
This is one of the largest markets for crafters from locally and the continent. Their artifacts vary from canned furniture to pottery and many others. Most have been trading here for more than 20 years, but the devastating impact of COVID-19 came as a shock to many whose businesses suffered.
I make this. And this product I make cane chairs, those chairs, I make even those wooden stuff. But nowadays we are struggling too much. No business. Since COVID, there is no business. No customer coming to support us. But before lockdown, it was better. But nowadays it's very, very tough.
When we opened, the business had changed completely. So I had to find a job so that at least I can manage to sustain or to be able to carry on the family issues. Otherwise, it was quite hard. I think on my side, I can tell you, I really felt it hard.
Tourism revenue generated by domestic market in the province is estimated at 65 million rands in comparison to 170 million rands during pre-pandemic year. Tebogo Phakedi, SABC News, Hartbeespoort.
Let's stay then with that story and look at how things are, in fact, during the 4th wave. SABC News reporter Tebogo Phakedi and Gaokungwe Modutoane as standing by. Good afternoon to you and thank you so much for your time. While this is a tourist attraction spot, it's definitely been hit by the 4th wave, as some of the traders were saying there when you were speaking to them, talking about how difficult things have been. Paint a picture then for us on how government is also trying to cushion the blow from some of those who are working there.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you and the viewers. Yes, we spoke to the Department of Tourism here in the Northwest Province, and of course they were saying that it is important that as much as it is important for the Northwest to thrive when you talk of tourism economy, it is also important to keep in mind that we are amidst the pandemic, and it's important that all the establishments that are in Hartbeespoort, including the informal traders, make sure that they adhere to COVID-19 regulations. We are currently at the cableway, that is the Hartbeespoort aerial cableway, where I can just tell you that whoever comes here finds 3 packages. That is the aerial, that is the dam, and of course they get to see different animals. But to just talk more about this section, that is the aerial cableway, I'll just talk to one of the managers here, that is Ruben Manyo. Thank you so much for joining us. When a tourist comes here, particularly now that it's festive season, what is it that I'm expected to experience?
Thank you. Basically, when you come to Hartbeespoort, you come to basically explore everything from the tourism-wise, nature, the mountain, and mostly the cable car, as it's one of its own kind around. So definitely coming to Hartbeespoort will definitely be a package that anyone would come in here will definitely enjoy.
It's always, many are always curious as to what am I going to see when I get to the top there. If you can just paint that picture.
Wow, that's a good one. When you get to the top of the mountain, you're definitely going to enjoy. We've got restaurants at the top of the mountain, and we also have got new activities that we've just put there. We've got a boost and bounce, which is a new activity that we just launched. So when you get to the top, you've got the kids play area as well, whereby when you go there as a family, definitely the kids will enjoy. We've got a picnic area. And mostly we've also got a site where people can use for their proposals and everything, which is our viewpoints. So definitely we've got the package full.
Yeah, a lot of people would say, look, I've got phobia, I cannot go there, I'm scared of heights. But I can just see there that it's under maintenance as we speak. Probably, or actually, most definitely to ensure the consumer safety. Tell us more about the maintenance. And of course, if you can just indulge us and tell us more about how COVID hit this section.
Okay, for us in this business, safety is our first priority. So we make sure that on a daily basis, we do our maintenance routine to ensure that each and everything that's supposed to be right is running correctly. On a monthly basis as well, we do our own maintenance. As you can see now, the guys that are busy with the maintenance as well, so we ensure that the safety is our priority. And we also make sure that due to the COVID, each and every cable car that goes up gets sanitized before being used by another customer to ensure that we try to kill any transmission that might occur there.
And then in terms of the consumers, of course, if you can just paint a picture of Northwest being really one of the provinces attracting not just international tourists, but others who are outside the provinces, which ones do you get the most?
I would say mostly the Gauteng and the Limpopo people are the ones that normally comes to Harties from our experience, because most of them that comes here, they are more than time to time coming and repeating to come and join us. So definitely Gauteng is giving us a big support, definitely. So especially because we just next to them. I think that's why they're mostly coming home, most of them, and they pass through with us.
Thank you so much for your time. That was Ruben Mayo, who is one of the managers here at Hartbeespoort Aerial Cableway. I can just tell you that just in front of me, I can see the dam. You saw the pictures there on the insert, quite beautiful. You get to see the animals, but you can just imagine when you are at the top there, you would be able to see the dam as big as it is, as mentioned there. That is truly one of the biggest here in South Africa. That is the situation here in the Northwest Province, where you saw in that package really a lot of tourists coming to the province to indulge, to enjoy festive season with their family. I can just say that it's not just Hartbeespoort here in Bujanala. You get to go to the areas of Sun City, you would see a lot of tourists there. You go outside the district, you go to Ngaka District Municipality, Dr. Ruth Mpati, you would be able to see a lot of people coming to enjoy a festive, but we cannot really refrain from highlighting the fact that many were hit by COVID-19, the coronavirus pandemic. You saw some of them mentioning there that they're really not making much. They've been here for 20 years, but it's quite sad that they don't get to make much. They do not even get to have a lot of customers. Some of them will just come to view what they are selling, but to just get an income, it's a problem. But one of the challenge, of course, also being the market itself. Really, you can just see that the revenue has gone down. But of course, the province anticipating that at least with this festive season, it will be much better as compared to the last. As you would know that we were, of course, under hard lockdown last year. Back to you in studio.
Tebogo, before we let you go, I can't help but ask you this, because it's been something that has been in the public domain, especially when it comes to the Northwest Province. I wonder how much of a concern for Hartbeespoort officials is it that some people are still not confident to get vaccinated? I'm sure that will have an impact on how they choose to do things this festive season.
Most definitely, actually, if I can just pose that question to the manager here, to just say, as much as you spoke about COVID-19 measures, we now know that people are encouraged to vaccinate. Now, how is it of a challenge to you that you get to have tourists? Do you check if some were vaccinated or not? we know that in different sections of the country, it's quite mandatory to vaccinate. But with Harties, how do you deal with that?
With Harties, what we're trying to do now, because the implementation of the mandatory vaccination is on roll. So we're just supporting the initiation as well into the fact of also the staff trying to as well to motivate them as well to vaccinate and all that, so that it can also expand. Once the staff as well has got the knowledge, it's easier to as well to expand to families and friends. Then the more people that get vaccinated into the fact that, because we're working with tourists, we work with different people. So the more we vaccinated, the more we encourage people into that, the more it works for us as well, even for the tourism industry, because you must bear in mind, once the COVID expands and still hits more, one of the industries that get hit is us on the tourism. So definitely for us, vaccination, it's one of the key for us.
Yeah, the key word there, really. Thank you so much for that response. The key word being encouragement, encouraging the consumers to vaccinate, encouraging the tourists to vaccinate. And I can just say there that when we were at the dam yesterday, we did see some posters where consumers or tourists here at Hartbeespoort were encouraged to get vaccinated. And as you have mentioned, quite an important conversation, especially now during festive, where everyone wants to go out and enjoy with family members.
All right, thank you so much for that. That was SABC News reporter Tebogo Phakedi.